Hello everyone, welcome to the channel of self-growth, improve literacy. What I shared today is 3 ways to solve excessive concern for others' views on oneself, and even inferiority anxiety. Inferiority complex is a normal manifestation, and most people have a mentality of inferiority anxiety. It is because of low self-esteem that you especially desire the approval and praise of others. When other people's evaluation of you is not as good as you want, you become anxious and therefore more inferior. How to do it? Let me share 3 solutions. 1. Accept your inferior self. Don't compare your shortcomings with the advantages of others. You and I are just mortals, low self-esteem is normal. Please accept yourself as you are, please accept low self-esteem. Only in this way will you no longer compete with yourself. Only by correctly cognizing the true self, without evading or denying, can it be possible to change and become a better self. 2. Correctly understand oneself. There are 2 possibilities for inferiority. One is one-sided understanding of oneself, only seeing the shortcomings, and ignoring one's own natural advantages. One is the reality is indeed unsatisfactory, and you need to focus on your advantages and strive to change. So, which one do you belong to? 1. Write down your inferiority complex. Take a few pieces of white paper, find a time to be alone, sit quietly in a room, quietly think about the place that makes you feel inferior. You can write about anything and any feeling come down. After writing, quietly look at yourself in your eyes and notice how it feels. A. Embrace yourself deeply. How much have you suffered because of your own mistreatment? B. In the bottom of everyone's heart, lives a fragile self, eager to identify and love. So, can you give yourself identification and love first? You deserve your approval, you deserve your deep love. When you shook hands with yourself and made peace, and no longer disliked it, and no longer tried to abandon it, it would nestle with you deeply, staying in the same boat through storm and storm. 2. Write down your own advantages. After you pour out your inferiority complex, clean your atrium and let the sun shine in, and your advantages will definitely appear. Take a few more pieces of white paper and write down your strengths, whether it is what you think, what your relatives, colleagues, or friends evaluate, or some successful experiences, no matter how big or small. Write down all of them, the more the better. If you can't remember it for a while, you can spend a few more days thinking, or call someone close to you and ask. You will get completely different results. Everyone is unique, and everyone has their own advantages. As sensitive as finding inferiority complex, to explore and perceive and find it out is the source of your confidence, just like the sun. After you finish writing, read it a few times and taste the peak experience you once had. When you feel inferior, it will automatically replay and heal yourself. 3. What should you do? It is natural for people to care about the evaluation of others. If you pay too much attention and thus ignore your own heart, you are turning the cart before the horse. You can't decide how others evaluate, what you can decide is how you behave and how you do things. Come back to yourself, look for self-confidence, do your own thing, and strive for others' approval, but don't cling to it. 1. Draw up a reasonable plan. Praise yourself with 3 or more words, know it. Every day write 3 or more things worthy of gratitude every day. Find an urgent change in your work. If you can't find it, you can ask your supervisor for help, and write it after you set specific deadlines and goals, and work hard to do it well. Find an urgent change in your life. If you can't find it, you can ask your parents, colleagues, friends for help, and write down specific deadlines and goals after clearing it down. Self-aware, when you deny hitting yourself, such as using words such as stupid and stupid, remember to tell yourself, see, I hit myself habitually, can I change to a positive word? For example, the reaction is slower, I don't know this knowledge. Or when you encounter criticism for something that you didn't do well, remember to tell yourself I just didn't do this thing well. It's not that I am stupid. I can work hard to make myself better. 2. Do things that you like but haven't done, big or small things, find the most true joy in your heart. If you can persist in keeping a diary, set your own cycle and length, and record your emotional changes. If you find yourself in the habit of inferiority complex for a few days, remember to use dialogue or words to stop yourself and rebuild your new thinking mode. There are many reasons for low self-esteem. If water becomes ice, it is not a day's cold, so MO is too impatient. When you face this problem squarely, most of the problem is basically solved, and the rest can be done step by step according to the above methods. Let go of the heart of perfection, praise yourself as soon as you make progress, and start to act as victory. If today's article has a hint of inspiration and help to you, please give me a thumbs up, share with friends in need. Thank you for listening, and be grateful to meet you in the channel of self-growth and improvement. Let us work together to become a better version of ourselves.